What's going on, guys? Millian here with you, Millian, your vocal care and maintenance emporium here at Millian Speaks. And I was going to do a video today about some of my usual stuff like the larynx and the vocal cords and air movement and things like that. But something kind of came to mind, and I felt like more doing a little bit of real talk with you as opposed to something like technical that we would work on in voice training here at Millian Speaks. In the world today, a big thing that has been happening, which in a way is good and in a way is bad, it's just kind of depending on how far it goes in a lot of cases, is a lot of this what they call the body positivity movement. Now, there's an element of, can you be at a degree where you're too unhealthy in a certain state? And I think you can. Is there another aspect to it where maybe there's something about yourself that you truly can't change and you have to accept and be comfortable with just the way it is? Absolutely. And I think that that general movement towards acceptance of things that you truly legit can't change about yourself and making the best of that when you decide that, okay, I'm cool with this now. So everybody, no matter who you are, can improve something. Even the best can get better. That's why the star athletes in the world, like your Michael Jordans and your Wayne Gretzky's and so on and so forth, the greatest in their respective field, according to a lot of people, had coaches. They had practices. They worked on their skills because even the best can get better. So it doesn't matter if you're the best at something, if you're the lower end of something, it doesn't matter. You can always take what and how you are and improve upon it. And that's always what we want to go towards. So in this particular discussion, what came to my mind was, I can't tell you how many people over the years I've heard say, or you can go on Twitter or X now as it's called, and you can go on social medias and look this up. And people say stuff like, I hate my voice. Now, to me, as a vocal coach who listens for stuff, I listen to people's voices. I listen to resonance and harmonics and frequencies and all that good stuff. And I hear things when people speak. Now, this isn't my phrase, but I do like to use it. And it says that the voice is the symphony of the heart. Much like if you go to an orchestra show and you see a symphony playing, you hear one cohesive unit making music. But if you really start to focus, you can hear the string section. You can tune out another part and hear the rhythm section or the drums or the strings or the horns or whatever it has you. If there's vocals, you hear people singing. So when somebody speaks, there is so many levels of things going on. And it could be their pitch, their tone, their resonance. It can also be stuff like what they're saying, how they're saying it, the words they're using. The body language maybe that accompanies it. There's so many things that can be revealed by what is in your voice. So when people tell me that, oh, I hate my voice, it's unfortunate to me because your voice is a unique part of your identity. It's a unique part of who and what you are. I say that in my baseline coaching and the initial things that I work on with people, I tell them that if you lose your voice, you lose a part of who you are. You lose a part of your identity. And that's terrible because it happened to me and I know what it's like. And it really, really sucks. So if you're someone that has your voice and you're actively speaking and going about your life, you really need to embrace that more. And a lot of times when you hear your voice, it's usually in a recording or maybe like a voicemail, or like you record a voicemail on your phone, your outgoing message, and you listen back and you're like, oh, I sound terrible. But the reason that it sounds so different, and I'm not going to get super technical into it, is that people hear you way differently than you hear yourself. And part of that is because you're hearing it on the inside. You're hearing it through bone conduction in like your jaw and things like that. There's a different mix with the air that resonates together with yourself. It's like a whole thing. It's sort of like why when you sing in the shower, you sound a lot better. It's because of how sound waves are bouncing around and thickening up the audio. It's a whole thing. It's whole science, really. But I don't want to go too long on this video. I just want to tell you that try not to hate your voice. Try not to hate yourself. If you're in an extreme case where maybe you have like a medical condition or a really rare something with your voice, maybe there's something that's deeper to the story that we could check out. Okay, there's options. We do our best here. But if you just have a standard situation with a voice where you just kind of hate it, I just want to encourage you to ac- accept that and just keep that as part of your identity. Try to learn to soften up on yourself a little bit. Try to learn to even embrace it or even love it, even enjoy it. And you might say, well, Million, that's easy for you to say. You got this great radio voice and you're doing. Yeah, I wasn't born with this. I had to work it out. I'm from southern New Jersey near Philadelphia. Let me tell you the accent I had when I started. You probably still hear a little of it because I haven't fully gotten it out yet. 30 years of this, right? But what I'm telling you is that I didn't start this way. I had to work on it. I had to do exercises. I had to do scales. I had to learn musical things. I had to learn vocal positioning and breathing. I had to learn this. And now that I'm coaching it and teaching it, I have to relearn it in a whole new way so that I can explain it to someone else. So it's just like a lot of other things in life that just because you're not maybe starting out as a champion doesn't mean you can't get there. It doesn't mean that you can't become something. And that's what I am hoping to do with my vocal coaching, not only to help you if you're having trouble or if you're having strain and fatigue at your job or if you're a speaker, coach, podcaster, whatever the case may be. But if you're somebody that truly hates your voice, consider booking a session with me. And I'm actually considering making an entire course, like a lesson specifically geared towards why you hate your voice and how to fix it. I guarantee you it's probably not as bad as you think. I will also make an offer to you that you are welcome to, send an email. You're welcome to comment on whatever platform you're seeing this, because some do allow it. You're welcome to record maybe 30 seconds of yourself. Just tell me a couple sentences. Tell me about yourself. Give me your background, whatever. Record something for me and send it to me. As the expert, I'll tell you if something is wrong with your voice. I'll tell you if you should be upset about it or not. And I'll be honest with you. If it sounds good, I'll let you know. If there's work that needs to be done, I can let you know. A lot of times, what people are doing wrong is it's just the way you're breathing. It's just the way you're placing your voice. It's just the way that you're maybe positioning things. It's not that hard of a fix. Now, it's simple, but it's not necessarily easy. Much like fitness or exercise, you got to put the reps in. But what I teach you is not too bad. And it's pretty easy once you kind of get a hold of it and you just start making it part of your life. It becomes muscle memory. Then it becomes who and what you are. And you can start building something better, building a little better mousetrap for yourself. So my message today is just to you to embrace some form of vocal positivity. I went for a good year and a half where I barely had a voice, lost my voice for a period completely. I would have killed to have a voice at all, even a bad one. And I know what it's like. So there's a lot of things in this world that are already trying to bring you down. There's a lot of things in this world already beating up on you. There's a lot of probably people in your life that are probably beating up on you. And you don't need to add to that. You don't need to kick something in and, beat up on yourself at the same time. So I'll make you an offer. If you're someone that truly, truly hates your voice and it's really bothering you and it's kind of that part of your identity that you're not real, crazy about, come work with me. Set up a free session. There's a 30-minute baseline course I walk everybody through and I show you what to do. And we do an assessment and I can let you know. A lot of times, again, it's an easy fix, but you're welcome to set up a session with me. You're welcome to record something, send it over to me, and I will give you my honest opinion. Everything, of course, is kept in confidence. You don't have to worry about any privacy issues. I don't share it unless you tell me to. And that's really my main message today. Vocal positivity. Just take a little better care of yourself. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Just try to do a little bit better for yourself, and I guarantee things will start turning around. All right, guys. Visit me on any of the socials at Million Speaks. You're welcome to message me, comment, DM, whatever platform you're on is fine. Website is millionspeaks.com/coaching, and you're welcome to look around. There's podcasts there where I tell more of my story. And I think that's about it. So be good to yourself. You get one voice. Let's take care of it. Let's do something cool with it. All right, Million out.